Alright guys, I've got another box here from Mosko Moto. I ordered a MOLLE 4-liter pouch from them. And let's get this thing open and see what's in here. This should be a pretty quick one. There's not a whole lot going on in this box. We've got the bag itself, and then it comes with 4 MOLLE sticks. We'll go over how those work in a minute. And and I also ordered a sticker. And paperwork. Stuff we don't need. Let's get that out of the way. So I've already got the 2-liter pouches, which I actually use on top of my Scout 25 duffel, and they work perfect for holding water bottles. I have 2 of them. Sometimes I'll use them both. Most of the time I only use the one. But I got this 4-liter because it holds an MSR dromedary bag, which I have and not with me right now because I'm unprepared for videos. Where the hell is that thing? It's in the other garage.
One eternity later.
Well, turns out I don't know where that is right now. But I do have an MSR Drom Light, actually, not the dromedary. And it's a water bladder that this bag was kind of designed around, from what I understand anyway, from the guys at Mosko. Fits in here perfectly. Oops, this is the front. Fits in here perfectly, and this flap here is for the nozzle for that water bladder to fit through. You can also use this with any other brand of water bladder, but it's kind of designed around that one. Obviously, like the name says, it's a 4-liter, and it has the flap as well as this I don't know what you'd call this, like a skirt around the top of the bag, so that if you do put small things in here, like I guess some people use this for their tool rolls, so if you have small things in here, you can cinch this down and things can't fall out of it. And this flap, or I guess this opening in the bottom of the bag, has a Velcro flap. I'm not going to be able to show you on camera, but there's a Velcro flap behind here that I'm opening with my hand right now. And when that's open, you can fit the nozzle of that MSR dromedary or Drom Light through here, or any other water bladder. But if you're using it for a different purpose, you just close that flap, which is what I'm doing right now on the inside, and then you can't get in there. I know you can't see what's going on, but nothing can fall out of that hole. So it's really a multi-purpose pouch. I just bought it to use for the water bladder. I like to, when I go camping, I want to have water that's not necessarily in an insulated bottle or anything, just for washing hands, cleaning my cooking pots and pans and that sort of thing. On the back, there's MOLLE webbing, and it goes this direction as well, so that you can mount the bag vertical or horizontal, however you can make it work for you. Let's close this back up. So let's go over to the bike and see what it looks like on a Scout 25 duffel on the beaver tail. Alright, now we're over at the bike looking at my Mosko Moto Scout 25 bag, and we've got the 4-liter MOLLE pouch on top. This is, it would fit on here. It's a little bit ridiculous, so it's pretty big, but just for demonstration purposes, we'll see how it works on here. If you've never messed around with MOLLE pouches before, all I can say is they're quite frustrating at first, and it's not difficult, but it's hard. You have to get this MOLLE stick under one on your whatever your base is, and then under one on the bag, and then under another one on your base plate, or I mean whatever your base piece is. And this is even harder to do on camera. Oops. But basically, I don't think I actually got that one, but basically what you want to do is make sure the stick is woven into at least 3 pieces of webbing. So we're under this first black piece, then we're under 1 gray piece, and then we want to be under at least this next black piece. These sticks are long enough to fit under 5 pieces of webbing. It's not necessary, and you'll just get yourself even more frustrated if you try. You can use, with these MOLLE sticks, you can use another one to help line things up. That's usually what I do. It's not working very well on camera, but that is something you can try. Don't feel like you have to get it under every single piece of webbing before this is all the way seated. As long as you've got 3, you'll be fine. And this bag, as well as the 2-liter pouch, each come with 4 of these sticks. So you get 2 on the bottom and then 2 coming in from the top. I'm not going to mount it all the way on here because this is not where it's going to stay. Pull that stick out and show you. So we were just weaving through these pieces of webbing in line with this one, if that makes sense. But you can also turn it perpendicular to the webbing because it has these pieces, and it functions exactly the same, but it allows you to have the bag, I guess parallel with your bike would be the best way to explain it. And the purpose for this strap is that when you're woven onto this base plate or this beaver tail, if you're using this as a water bladder anyway, it's flat. And so if your hose was coming out of here, you're going to get air. And so, well, normally this would be facing the back of the bike, but this is in the way right now. Pretend this is the back of the bike. You take this strap and weave it into this one on their duffel bag. Or if you had a different bag, just find somewhere to weave it through. And that holds it down and it bends the bag so that your water goes to the bottom of the bag. Just makes it easier to use as a water bladder. That's what I was told this strap is for. It sure makes sense to me, but maybe somebody else knows another use for it.